Day before Tirzepatide shot, my checklist for you. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I am so excited. I've lost over 85 pounds with Mounjaro weight loss because of the Mounjaro weight loss, moved to Zepbound weight loss because of the Zepbound shortage. Now Tirzepatide shot. I'm on the compound train, baby. Choo-choo. Racing towards that 100-pound weight loss goal. I'm at currently 85 pounds and busting through my weight loss stall, and have since put in my order, have yet to receive it, but I know by the time shot day comes around for me this week, talking about my checklist of the day before I take either my Mounjaro shot, Zepbound shot, and now Tirzepatide shot. What do I do? What's my checklist for me? So, and having lost and been on a GLP-1 now for the last 16 months, which is crazy, by the way, my life has changed so much. In addition to the 85 pounds, lots of other things. Let's dive into my checklist. Tip number one is the day before. So on the day of my shot, typically I won't have appetite suppression for about 12 to 24 hour. Really, I feel it at the 24-hour mark. Let's keep it real. And then from that 24 to 48-hour mark, I am full honey. Except for certain times with my hormones near that time of the month, but pretty much I am very full during those pockets for most weeks with my Mounjaro shot, Zepbound shot. And if you're on Wegovy, by the way, a semaglutide, this is still applicable too, GLP-1 medication. So that protein focus the day before, because I won't be eating as much on day one of my shot. Does that make sense? So I count kind of day zero. It's the day before the shot is what I'm saying. It'll be day 7, depending on where it is in the week, or day 0, the day before. So having that appetite suppression is pretty much gone for me by day 7 or day 0, the day before I take my shot. And so making my protein focus 100 to 120 grams of protein per day, per my dietitian. I've had a dietitian who has her master's degree, is brilliant and very smart, and specializes in GLP-1 medication. And so having that protein focus, which by the way, if you have not gotten my free meal plan and all the free resources I'm going to be talking about today will be linked in the description, just click that more button to get more information. But that protein focus is helping with appetite suppression, because then the next day I'm going to be eating, for the most part of next day, depending on when I take it, if it's in the morning, mid-morning, or afternoon, but for part of the day, there'll be appetite suppression. So the part 2 of that, part 1 is to help with the appetite suppression. Part 2 is combating 1-2 punch with muscle mass loss. We know across weight loss, not just GLP-1 medications, across the board that there's muscle mass loss. I've experienced it personally. and I am very much still combating hardcore. It's my focus is to make sure I'm trying as much as I can to counter that by increasing my muscle. That happens with GLP-1 weight loss. That happens. So the muscle mass component of there too. Now, how do I do that on the day before my shot? Tracking. I don't know if you're a tracker or not. I usually rail against it. I don't like to track. It's not my natural inclination. However, I've been at a weight stall. And so for me to combat that, I'm on like a mission, baby. You're going to hear me say I've lost 100 pounds. It's coming. It's coming. And I'm very proud of my 85-pound weight loss in the last 16 months. But that 100-pound weight loss is coming for me, and it's coming. I'm really focused in on that. And so tracking for me to make sure I'm hitting that 100 to 120 grams of protein is so important, because I can get distorted of thinking a certain portion size is a certain amount of grams of protein. And then also I can get distorted on my calorie range. Now, I don't want to hear about calories in, calories out. That's 1990s. We're not talking about that. But I am talking about being in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. Just simple math. If too much goes in, it's not going to change the scale. And I think for me, we've had a family member has colon cancer. And so there's been a lot of stress. And so I have noticed I've been having stress nibbles, and that is even with the GLP-1 medication. I am at the highest dose, Mounjaro 15 milligrams, Zepbound 15 milligrams. And now once my compound comes, the Tirzepatide compound will be at that equivalent for it. And so tracking for me is a way to recenter, get back in the loop, refocus, and it's a great start to the week, even if my week is not starting on Monday. If I'm taking my shot on a Wednesday or a Thursday, having that focus to reset my week. So when I take my shot this week on Wednesday, I'm going to be refocused, realigned, and start tracking. And I'm actually tracking today too, to be perfectly honest. Gotten really back into tracking. I don't like it. However, my weight loss journey, I don't have to like things in order to do them. I just have to do them. So that's what I'm doing right now to come back because I'm at the highest dose. It's not like I can titrate up. Number 2, the day before my Tirzepatide shot of what I'm focusing in on is electrolytes. You guys know I'm absolutely obsessed with LMNT Electrolytes. I bought them at the very beginning of my weight loss journey 16 months ago. There's me. Hey, girl. Literally, my life has changed, but I knew how helpful and athletes take LMNT Electrolytes. And I was like, if the athletes are taking it and I'm going into the fight for my life 16 months ago, I'm going to buy these. And so I did, and I'm so grateful I did because unknowingly it helped with my GLP-1 side effects. Y'all, gastrointestinal issues are real. For semaglutide, Tirzepatide, it is real, sweetie. Sweetie or sweets, it is real. And so these have helped me so much with diarrhea. If you're expelling a lot, you can lose electrolytes. Constipation, it's got in there potassium, magnesium, and sodium, and it helps with constipation for me. Just helps overall with, I know that like we haven't even gone on a first date yet and I'm getting so graphic about bowel movements, but it really does help with GLP-1 for, in my humble opinion. In addition, it helps with the side effects for me for leg cramps, but also the fatigue. I talked about Mounjaro fatigue, Zepbound fatigue before anyone else had. And in fact, before it was really officially listed as a side effect. This was, if you go back, go through my 200 plus videos, I was the one who was saying about fatigue. I'm so tired, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. This helps. It's not like it has added caffeine in there. It doesn't. But I really do think my body was so whacked out that it with the fatigue. I don't get fatigue as much anymore. But for me, really, these nutrients or the vitamins in there, the sodium, potassium, and magnesium, it is so helpful, so incredibly helpful. Now, here's the cool thing. We've been talking about this in my free encouragement group, which I'll link down in the description link below. If you are an insider with LMNT Electrolytes, I have been keeping this a secret. I've not said a word to anybody. And then people in which has thousands of people in my free weight loss encouragement group, totally my gift to our community. As long as you're positive, you can join. It's linked down below. People started posting pictures of the LMNT sparkling electrolyte water. And I said, how did they get it, first and foremost, before me? And secondly, we're not supposed to be talking about it. So I was like trying to keep if you're in my group, keeping my mouth closed about these. Well, you can order these. If you are an LMNT Electrolyte insider, I have not tried this flavor yet. Oh my gosh, I've been holding it for this video. No caffeine added, no sugar. My little boy saw these come in because we've been talking about them. My 8-year-old, the Duke, kept it a secret. And he's like, Mama, I get one every Friday because at Fridays at school, he's 8 years old. Fridays at schools, they can have like pizza or like fast food. And so I was like, you can have one of these as a treat, but it's really not a treat. The reason why, it's so good. It's so good. This one's the citrus salt. The reason why he's getting it is because he's an athlete. My kid is an athlete. I have been giving him like blue dye, you can hear that's empty, by the way, blue dye electrolytes. And I was like, no, queen, he's getting what I'm getting. And so I love LMNT because it doesn't have dyes, no sugar added. This tastes amazing. Now, here, let me tell you my favorite flavors. Hands down, black cherry lime. I will be ordering 10 million cases of these. I was like, it's coming to the Countess shopping house. I hope they don't sell out of the black cherry lime because I'm going to be buying 10 million cases on the ordering date, which is linked down below. Now, here's the cool thing with this. Let me pull this up real fast so you guys can see. And one of the things the day before my shot is why I take electrolytes is it helps me so much. I am religious about taking LMNT Electrolytes on day 0, day 1, day 2. Then after that, I do certainly continue with my electrolytes depending on how my body feels. But for me, day 0, day 1, day 2, it is like clockwork. Why? Because it helps out so much with my side effects. Now, these are the first edition can of the LMNT Electrolytes. I have not tried yet the grapefruit salt, so here, I'll try that in a minute. These are perfect for summertime, by the way. Perfect for the warm water. You can get your free sample pack with any drink mix purchase down below. And if you're an LMNT insider, you have first access to the LMNT Sparkling. It's a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. Okay, so here's the thing. You need to be an active LMNT insider, meaning you need to have been ordered the insider bundle within the last 9 months, which is why in my group, I could not figure out why everybody was getting all of these free sparkling waters for me is because I had ordered at the 10-month mark my bundle, and I ordered a bunch. And anyways, so that's why mine finally came, and I'm so grateful they did because I'm obsessed. They're so good, but I know it's helping my shot for my Tirzepatide shot. It's really, really helping. So let me go back over here too, because there's some other details that I need to make sure I say. The sparkling water does not come with my generous, by the way, LMNT's so generous to us. They've given us those, the free sample pack. It does not count. You can't get the sample pack with the Electrolyte sparkling water purchase. If you're getting the Insider bundle or any orders of the drink mix, you can get that sample pack with it. So if you've not ordered the LMNT Insider bundle in the last 9 months, go do like I did. Go order it. And then once you have that insider status, then you can order these Electrolyte sparkling waters. I am obsessed with them. They always, by the way, as always, LMNT offers free shipping and a no questions asked refund on all orders. I am obsessed. Literally, there's citrus salt, watermelon salt, the Duke, hands down. I was like, what would you tell the viewers what it is? He said 10 out of 10 for the watermelon salt. I liked it, but my absolute favorite was the black cherry lime. Oh my gosh, Marron, it's so good. And that's the debut, and it's only in sparkling, by the way. It's got only 5 calories, 0 grams of sugar, 1 gram of carbs, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. So the same formulation as the drink mix products too. So obsessed. Why you so obsessed with me? I cannot wait. I feel badly for my delivery driver. Sorry, buddy. Once the release date comes with these, which is, you can order it down below, I'm going to be ordering a bunch of them. I'm so pumped to get these. And I'm so pumped. Here's the other thing. One of my family members has colon cancer. I found out that this family member needs to have electrolytes. And when I was at their house, I was like, so what electrolytes are you taking? And they had ones that were like blue. And I was like, no. So I ordered them a huge case of LMNT Electrolytes too. I'm like, if you're battling colon cancer and you have to take, like, no. I'm getting you the best of the best. My kid takes it, I take it, our whole, the count, we love LMNT Electrolytes. So that's number 2. And make sure you order at drinkelement.com/queen, QUEEN. Get your free sample, the sample pack with any LMNT drink mix purchase. It doesn't come, that sample pack does not come with the Electrolyte sparkling, but friends, you do not want to miss out on this. It's literally the best thing. And it's so helpful before shot day. Number 3, I intentionally get a harder workout in, or body movement. I've been doing a lot of walking, and with Mr. Freddie, you guys know he's our rescue pit bull. I love to walk dogs. And I will make sure I'm sweaty Betty the day before my shot. Before shot, I'll get a good workout in, because probably on the first day 1 and day 2, I do have sometimes muscle aches. It's not as much as it used to be, but I still sometimes do have those, which is why I continue to take LMNT. Because let me tell you, I've taken the shot with and without LMNT, and for me, it makes a big difference. A big difference. Everybody's body's different. Talk to your own healthcare provider, but for me, it's made it, and I've tested with and without, and I don't want to do that without anymore. The one testing was good enough for me. So body movement, I'm sweating the day before because I may not sweat as much. I've been doing wall Pilates. I've done a ton of other videos on that, and that's been helpful, and walking a lot more. It's the most underrated exercise. Get out and walk. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't have to make a major time commitment. You can literally just plop on your sneakers and go out your door. Or if you want a walking pad, maybe you can't just go out your door because it's too hot or rainy. You can get a walking pad. I have a shopping list down below of some of my favorite products. I did not try the grapefruit salt. I have been holding this cold can just for this video. I don't want to break a nail. I should have had the count come in and open it. The count come in and open it for me. Cheers! Do y'all know the level of mocktails I'm gonna make? That is outrageous. Okay, hold on. Okay, I like the grapefruit salt. My absolute favorite mix packs is the raspberry salt. Absolute favorite, hands down. The Duke, my 8-year-old son, his favorite is watermelon salt. I like this one. I don't have it every day. The raspberry salt is like my ride or die. Like, I'm obsessed with the raspberry salt. This drink is phenomenal. I would actually rank this, the grapefruit, it's the grapefruit salt, higher than the citrus salt. And I really like the citrus salt, if that says anything. So, oh my gosh. I'm going to be doing a ton of mocktails with these too for the summertime. So make sure you click that like and subscribe button too. So we're talking about the day before Tirzepatide shot. We said number 3 was body movement. Number 4 is sleeping. Making sure I'm getting a really good night's sleep the day before. Because why? Sometimes my Tirzepatide shot with Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy, semaglutide, GLP-1 medications can affect sleep. And so making sure I'm getting so good, a really good night's sleep is very important for me. Number 5, I look at my work calendar and social commitments calendar and see if I need to move things around. Can I push things back? Do I have like a family barbecue? Is there a way that I can, in like a week or two, push that away from my shot date? If did I inadvertently schedule things? Because for me, I don't know every week what my side effects are going to be. With the highest dose that I'm on, which is 15 milligrams for Zepbound and Mounjaro, compound slightly different but the same, I've had nausea. I had never had nausea, and I've told you I've been on for 16 months until I titrated it up. So the last few months, it's been interesting with this whole nausea component. Before I had had the gastrointestinal side effects of diarrhea and constipation. Never the nausea, but now that's like my reoccurring theme. And I was like, am I pregnant? Not pregnant, not pregnant, just nausea. So I will look at my calendar the day before my Tirzepatide shot to see, do I have any work deliverables that require heavy lifting? I will traditionally do that 2 days in advance because I may need 2 days to complete if there is heavy lifting to get those done in advance. Social commitments, try to move those around depending, or if people can be tentative, if it's social. If it's work, telling my family, hey, I'm going to work a little bit extra this week just to make sure I give myself a bubble of grace. And that was one thing I did not do before taking a GLP-1 medication. Is for me, it was grind, 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 grind. And now with GLP-1 medication, I really do have this fostering and a bubble of grace to take it down a notch, to rest, to allow my body recovery time, to savor and enjoy things, and to slow it down a little bit. But the counter to that too is the shot's also giving me a lot of energy. Losing 85 pounds, which is like a kid and a dog, like it's a lot, has given me so much more energy. My productivity is through the roof. So I can afford to have more downtime because my productivity is higher when I'm working. And so for me, looking at my calendar with those commitments for both work and personal commitments, and then can I get my deliverables done earlier? And so I fully recognize too that there's privilege in that with my job. Not everybody's job is going to have that. Like if you're an amazing, for example, nurse, if you're one of our incredible nurses, who I love to pieces, love nurses and medical folks, you have to go in, you don't have that luxury to be like, oh, I'm just going to push off my deliverables of helping out, care for a patient. Like it doesn't work that way for all occupations, but for mine, I do have some wiggle room of where I can get my work done earlier than to have pause more so. And then same thing with my family. I'm fully recognized. I have an incredible partner, my hot husband, the Count, that he can take over some heavy lifting for my son or for our household if I need to the day of the shot or the 48 hours after taking my Tirzepatide shot. So I fully do recognize for some people that is not an option. Some of our group members in our free encouragement group care for their elderly parents, for example, and like they're like you may not have any wiggle room in that at all, which I fully recognize, fully recognize. But if able to, and given the choice for me, that's really, really helpful. Walking into my Tirzepatide shot to be like, I have grace if I need it. I have this bandwidth if I need it. There's a cushioning. So that'd be my encouragement too. And if I'm missing other cushionings, please tell me in the comments. That's your question for today. Are there other cushions, so to speak, that would be helpful with this conversation as well? Number 2, I want to know in the comments, what are you doing today to move you closer to your health goals? It's your accountability question. What are you doing today to move you closer to your health goals? And number 3, we do an emoji here at Countess of Shopping. It tells me you made it this far in the video. If you did, I want to know who you are, and that pattern recognition of seeing your name pop up video after video. I know so many people binge watch my videos. There's over 200 free videos, and go to countessofshopping.com, my free blog for all things GLP-1. Seeing your name over and over with the emojis will help me to get to know you better because I do care. And number two, I'll pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I will uplift you in positive thoughts. So today's emoji is going to be a cushion, a pillow, or if you're not near like somewhere to put an emoji in, you can type out pillow or cushion. And I still will pray over you. And if you don't believe in that, uplift you in positive thought. So today's been a fun episode. It was fun looking back to see like, okay, what have I been doing the last 16 plus months? How many weeks is that? 64 weeks. That's crazy, by the way. Like my life is so different. It's so crazy different. I'm excited to see how my life, continues the next 64 weeks, the next 16 months with that too. And I do want to make sure if you have not, go to drinkelement.com/clean. By the time you see the video, these awesome Element sparkling electrolyte waters, they're so good. And they're genius too, by the way, will be out. But you do need to be that Element Insider to be able to get those by ordering the Element Insider bundle first with the drink mixes. Oh my gosh, I gotta have another sip. That's outstanding. That surprises me. That is not surprises, it surprises me because it's so dang good. And normally when I'm taking I like having the citrus salt sometimes more than the grapefruit drink sometimes. But again, I always told you guys, the raspberry salt is like my 10 out of 10. And so it's fun having other flavors. That would be my big encouragement for you to have other flavors on hand. It's fun to test and try other flavors so I don't get in a rut. But I will be ordering the black cherry lime and the watermelon. My kid drank that thing in like 2 seconds. I had some and he drank the rest and he was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "It was so good for 5 calories." Yes, queen. And many of you guys will ask, I know, I only have one electrolyte per day, either one drink mix pack, sometimes two if I'm really sweaty, Betty, but usually just one per day. That's what I do. You do you though. You can have 0, 1, or 2, but I don't usually have 2 unless I'm like completely doused in sweat. So, and with summertime coming, I will be doing that more. So, sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. Make sure you get my free Zepbound meal plan linked down below. And also join that free group, but do fill out all the questions with it. See you next time, friends. Have a great day. Bye, guys.